All right, now we're gonna show more of Farakhan's crap in this interview, but and I know it'll be torture, but well, it's torture for me. But let's see what this. I'm gonna share more about what this amended man says, so I can refute some more of this bigot.
Because we can't stick on the planet.
So, why are you being accused of being anti-Semitic?
Because we can't stand the truth. The truth of Jewish misbehavior. If you criticize Jews, it's not that I hate the Jewish people. I would be a foolish man to hate people because of their religious tradition. But if you criticize Israel, do they call you anti-Semite? Is Jimmy Carter an anti-Semite? He did a lot for the state of Israel. But the moment he wrote the book Peace, not apartheid, in Palestine, the Jewish people called him, some of the Jews, called him an anti-Semite. Everybody that's critical of Jewish people is called an anti-Semite. But that's not true. It's a term that they use to use their power with the media to garner hatred for you and to make you back down from telling the truth. No charge like that will make me back down from telling the truth. And if I find you wrong, I'll tell you that.
Okay, now, so I just showed you more about what Farakhan says. You know what a sick and demented bigot he is. He says, well, I'm not anti-Semitic, I'm just talking about Jewish misbehavior, whatever that is. I mean, after all, it was Jews who were the persecuted, not the persecutors, so anyway, and I mean, this is insane. I mean, he says, I'm not an anti-Semite, I'm just critical of Jewish people. Well, what does this critical mean? I mean, come on, I mean, Jews have been the victims. Jews have been the victims for centuries. They've been persecuted for centuries by these anti-Semitic beasts, by these vile anti-Semitic beasts. But I mean, and he has the nerve to say that people call him anti-Semitic because he's saying the truth. That's not why we call him anti-Semitic. He's not even saying the truth. We call him anti-Semitic because he documented his bigotry, and he suggests that Jews control the media, was saying that, oh, the Jews are going to get the media to get you back down if basically we talk about Jewish misdeeds. I mean, that is anti-Semitism itself. That is anti-Semitism itself. That's not true. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. It says we don't even belong on this planet because we expose this bigotry, which he says is the truth, and we don't belong on the planet because, well, we can't take the truth. I mean, total horse crap. Complete and total horse crap. That's what this is. This guy, you know, this is complete and total horse crap. That's what it is. That's what it is. I mean, of course, if you talk about, like, the misdeeds of the dominant currents of Islam, if you talk about, like, the threat of radical Islam and how and the problem in the Arab Muslim world, you're called a bigot, racist, and or Islamophobe. How come you're a bigot, racist, and or an Islamophobe if you talk about Islamofascism and talk about like how Islamofascism is basically represents the demented values of Arab Muslim societies? You're called a bigot and a racist then, and it's just for saying the truth then. But oh, you say anti-Semitic crap. Oh, you're just critical of the Jews. You're just talking about Jewish misdeeds. I mean, what is this? I mean, it's like if I attack. How would he like it if I attack black people and say, oh, I'm not anti-black, I'm just talking about black misdeeds. But I mean, this just goes to show how ridiculous. This just goes to show how ridiculous these vile anti-Semites sound. This goes to show how ridiculous these vile anti-Semites sound.